It was a dark and stormy night, the kind of night that made you want to stay indoors and lock all the doors. But for a group of teenagers, it was the perfect night for a dare. They had heard the stories about Slenderman, the mysterious figure who would appear out of nowhere and snatch up unsuspecting victims. Some said he was just a myth, a creepypasta created by bored internet users. But others claimed to have seen him, to have felt his icy grip on their necks. The group of friends had decided to prove once and for all whether Slenderman was real or not. They had heard that he lurked in the nearby woods, so they set out with flashlights and a camera, determined to capture him on film. As they made their way deeper into the forest, the wind picked up and the trees began to sway ominously. The sound of their footsteps echoed eerily through the silent woods. Suddenly, one of the girls let out a scream. "I saw something move," she cried. The group froze, their flashlights trained on the spot where she had seen the movement. But there was nothing there, just the blackness of the forest. They continued on, the tension mounting with each step. The wind howled through the trees, and the branches creaked and groaned. Then they saw him. Slenderman, standing in a clearing ahead of them. He was tall and thin, with impossibly long arms and legs. His face was blank, featureless, but they could feel his eyes on them. The group froze, unable to move or speak. They were paralyzed with fear. Suddenly, Slenderman began to move towards them, his long limbs unfolding like a spider's legs. The group turned to run, but they quickly realized they were trapped. Slenderman seemed to be everywhere, blocking their path no matter which way they turned. They could feel his icy breath on their necks, his fingers reaching out to touch them. They screamed and begged for mercy, but Slenderman was relentless. Just when they thought all was lost, the sun began to rise. Slenderman let out a blood-curdling scream and vanished into thin air. The group stumbled out of the woods, shaken and terrified. They knew they had been lucky to escape with their lives, but they would never forget the horror they had witnessed that night. From then on, they warned others to stay away from the woods at night, lest they too fall prey to the terrifying Slenderman.